Guys, we need to have leaders helping us make things happen at the Home Depot, and what we need help from our vendors right now is implementing a slip sheeting program. And you're going to be seeing a film real quick here on what slip sheeting is all about. And I'll tell you, the idea came to us from one of our vendors that said, you're moving goods the wrong way. You're not moving goods the most efficient way through your stores. And when we looked into it, we said, you know what, they're right. And so we need to get all of our vendors excited about slip sheeting, and we'd like you to really listen to this because it's real important to the future of Home Depot and real important to your future at Home Depot.
Have you ever wondered where all those pallets you ship to the Home Depot end up?
So why are we getting rid of pallets at the Home Depot? One reason: they're too expensive. They're too expensive to buy, they're too expensive to ship, they're too expensive to dispose of, and they're expensive on our environment. If you look at the back of our stores, you see the disposal problem. We have tried many ways to improve the way we dispose of pallets. We've tried pallet rental programs, they're too expensive. We've tried pallet return programs, they're too cumbersome and too expensive for our vendors. And we've even tried mulching the pallets and selling the mulch in our stores, and we created too much mulch out of that. In the environmental side, there isn't any question. We're starting to see more and more communities that are prohibiting wood products from their landfills. We can't get rid of them that way. It's becoming very expensive. Finally, as a tree hugger, I hope all you tree huggers will join me in agreeing that to destroy a beautiful tree, to create something as ugly as a pallet, just isn't right. So what are we talking about? We had to look for a new shipping platform to solve this problem. And that solution is a slip sheet. Now we're talking about slip sheeting, and many of you may not be aware of what a slip sheet is or how a slip sheet program works. So take a look at this clip.
To pick up a load, he extends the reach portion and grabs the raised edge of the slip sheet. He then smoothly pulls the load onto the wide forks or platens. In most cases, shrink-wrapped merchandise is as secure as if on a standard pallet.
We're always excited about any program that we think has potential to save money. One of the goals, I think, of Home Depot and all of their vendors is how can we mutually reduce our costs so we can deliver product to the consumer for less money. We also recognize that Home Depot is not trying to reinvent the wheel. They were simply taking a proven material handling technique that had been used successfully in one industry and applying it to another industry. First, the cost of a 44 by 46 corrugated slip sheet is 81 cents versus $3.50 for a comparable wooden pallet. Secondly, the weight differential is dramatic, 42 pounds versus 2 pounds. This means a higher product load capacity by over 1,000 pounds on truckload shipments and reduced weight and cost on LTL shipments. Thirdly, we formerly devoted 1,800 to 2,000 square feet in our Northeast Distribution Center for wooden pallets. Currently, we only devote 300 square feet. Fourth, we eliminated all costs of disposing or reworking of wooden pallets. Lastly, we received a payback on our capital investment of equipment necessary to execute this program in less than 6 months' time. Based on current store count, we estimate that if slip sheeting was implemented in all stores, we would realize over $300,000 savings on an annualized basis.
So how are we going to move slip sheets into the Home Depot? Excellent question. Home Depot has worked with our regional carriers over the past few months in bringing them up to speed and moving slip sheeting into the Home Depot. Our regional carriers, for example, are American Freightways and Southeastern Freight Lines, have purchased the push-pull attachment, or a QFM, in order to move this product on a slip sheet through their system. The LTL carriers, long-haul carriers such as Roadway and Yellow, will be piloting this program over the next few months to show us how we can move it through their system. An alternative today that is available is if you are a vendor shipping full truckloads into the Home Depot, we can now take that off of the pallet and ship it on a slip sheet. The weight difference in a full truckload of a pallet is about 2,000 pounds to a slip sheet of about 40 pounds. What we want to make sure that we accomplish in this is that you understand that our regional carriers are prepared today to move slip sheets into the Home Depot for the vendor and the Home Depot. You're not in this alone. Your regional traffic manager is available. We will come to your facility. Regional carriers will more than happy entertain you at their facilities to see how slip sheeting works and answer any questions that you have. Please make sure that you understand that you're not going down this path alone, that we, the carrier, want to work with our vendors and making sure it's the right thing that we're doing.
Here's an example of vendor savings. A wooden pallet costs $6 versus a slip sheet cost of $1.25 for a savings of $4.75 per unitized load. The one-time investment for a quick fork mount attachment is $8,000. For the following savings examples, we've budgeted one quick fork mount per division. A vendor shipping one pallet per store per week would realize the following savings. If shipping to the Mid-South only, your savings would be $8,055. If shipping to the entire Southern Division, your savings would be $15,616. If shipping to the entire Southern Division and Northeast Division, your savings would be $23,177. If shipping to all U.S. divisions, your savings would be $33,359. The more slip sheets you use, the more you save. If you would like more information or to attend a free slip sheet seminar, call the Slip Sheet Hotline at area code 404-801-5710.
There's so many major reasons why we must go on slip sheets that I wouldn't know where to start, but I will tell you a couple of things that are very obvious. One of them is, have any of you ever walked on your way home and got ready to leave on your car and you find $100 sitting on the floor? You'd probably pick that $100 bill, put it in your pocket and run with it, wouldn't you? You wouldn't even look back. It's the same thing every single time we load a truck. Every time we load a semi-truck, it takes $120 to load 20 pallets. If we were to put them on slip sheets, it would only cost us $20. That's a savings of $100. Every time we pick up $100, our company is going to expand, it's going to grow, it's going to make more cabins for us, I tell you that. I tell you the other thing is that when you try to bring in 1,000 slip sheets, it would be one little stack of 4 feet high. Try bringing in 1,000 wooden pallets into the back of your receiving department. It would take 2 semi-trucks and a guy maybe an hour to receive those pallets. The other thing that we got to look at, guys, that is just so obvious, that these nails that are sticking out of these pallets, these pallets are causing damages. They're creasing on our boxes. The people are not going to buy this product because there's too many damages on them. What is the matter with us? We sit here, and it just amazes me to see vendors sit out there and say, this will never work. This is not going to happen. That is ridiculous. I'll tell you one other thing. Try backing in a truck. Try backing in a truck to one of these Home Depot stores and try to back in. You're not going to make it because there's a wooden stack of pallets in the way. And I tried jumping off the truck, pulling one of these stacks out of the way. It's just not going to happen, guys. Those pallets are very, very heavy. It takes about 2 people just to move 10 pallets out of the way. One guy is not going to move a stack of pallets. You got to go get a forklift driver to come and do this. Do you think there's going to be someone available to move this? No, there's not. So you guys got to look into this and take it a little more serious, and let's get this program going. Let's do it.
Hi out there in TV land. Don't touch that dial. Don't get up. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. I'm here to talk to you about my favorite subject. It's called slip sheeting. And you vendors, we need each and every one of you to get on the bandwagon. I'm going to tell you why. We have pallets in the stores today, okay? Number one, we have to find a place to put those pallets after we unload your truck with merchandise. We have to take those pallets, the big ones, the good ones, the bad ones, all of them, and put them outside. We have to inventory, we have to count them, we have to get them ready so that you can come in and pick up the pallets. Wouldn't it be a lot easier on us and you if we, instead of having those pallets, we could take care of the customer a lot better? We could sell more of your product. Hey, wouldn't that be fantastic? I think it would. And besides that, we're trying to be a good neighbor in the community, and we have all these pallets sitting around our stores. It looks like garbage. I don't know when the last time you all have been around our stores, but take a look at 3 sides of the perimeters, and you'll see every one of your pallets. Then we have to pay somebody to take them to a dump. Or, once we're unloading that product on the sales floor, people like me that have hardly any hair left, I don't watch where I'm walking. It's an ankle. I can trip, break my ankle, break my hip. I could break any part of my body with that pallet sitting on the floor. So please, get involved. Help Home Depot. We want to help you. We want you to help us. Get involved with slip sheeting. We need to do it today, not tomorrow.